and immigrated from Russia or from some country where they escaped the galloping terror of totalitarianism. And now they're building a business and a family, and they love this country. And I sometimes say, I wish a lot of native-born Americans could appreciate and love America as much as you, who have immigrated here.
Amen.
And who have embraced this as your home.
I agree with that completely. Starting with the Obama administration, if you treated your family like the Obama administration treats the country, your kids would be in rehab. That is true. Governor Huckabee, great to see you tonight. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Nice to see you. You bet, Tucker.
Coming up, not just next,
a press conference and talking to the press everywhere you go.
So if you're running for president with Hillary Clinton, you got to make excuses for anything she does. And Senator Tim Kaine is learning that lesson the hard way. No press conferences in 272 days. We'll bring you the latest on that unfolding scandal. Stay tuned. Since Hillary Clinton held a press conference. But this morning, her running mate, the robot/Senator Tim Kaine, tried to defend his running mate. Watch this attempt.
When will we see Hillary open up the floor and take questions from reporters at any event?
Well, you see Hillary take questions from reporters every day. She talks to the press everywhere she goes.
She doesn't do it that often.
Well, look, I don't see what the massive difference is between a press conference and talking to the press everywhere you go.
Wow. Joining me now with reaction to that and everything else going on in the news, Washington Times columnist Charlie Hurt, Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall, and Fox News contributor Deneen Borelli. If you're him and Hillary's flack say, you know what, go out there and defend her not giving a press conference for 272 days, wouldn't you say, you know what, no, I'm not going to defend it? Like, why does he have to degrade himself by giving an answer like that?
Well, because that's what the Clintons do. That's if you're in Clinton world, you're expected to degrade yourself in order to make them look better. You're expected to jump on any grenade that is out there, anything to elevate the Clintons. But you know what? It was a couple of weeks ago when somebody dug up the recording of him talking about what a disgrace Bill Clinton was after the Monica Lewinsky thing and how he should resign the presidency. And I mean, Tim Kaine completely walked away from that. How dare he? I mean, that was a perfectly reasonable reaction for Tim Kaine to have had back then after the Monica Lewinsky scandal.
Yes.
And he completely walked away from it. Walked away from all of his morals, all of his everything. Walked away from it because the Clintons told him to.
Yeah.
And I think he's changing.
What a shame. So, Leslie, look, I kind of get why Hillary Clinton is not having any press conferences at all. She doesn't think it's to her advantage. On the other hand, doesn't it undercut her basic argument, which is that she's tough, she's strong. Strong people aren't afraid to answer questions. Fragile people are. And it seems to me she's she's revealing herself as much more fragile than maybe she wants to by not giving press conferences.
Well, first, I would like to see her get out there more, and I do agree with you. Perhaps some people think it smacks of fear or weakness, but then again, we got to look at what this is. And President Obama, perhaps the question should be not why Hillary isn't having them.
In the press would note that Hillary Clinton is extending the middle finger to us in the media by not answering legitimate questions from us, and instead, virtually every news outlet other than this one is busy sucking up to her. Why is that?
Well, Tim Kaine, first of all, is trying to defend the undefendable. This reminds me of when Susan Rice had to go out and hit the media circuits over Benghazi when all of that was a lie, and Hillary Clinton didn't go out and do media. But she's playing prevent defense. She has the lead at the moment, slightly, because the numbers are changing, but that's what she's trying to do. She's just trying to sit and hold and wait. She's in her safe space, Tucker. So she's not going to try to make any waves at the moment because she has the lead.
Boy, I think it's insulting to voters. So, Charlie, the press, just to get back to a topic I'm obsessed with because I read it so much and I work in it, has really decided that Donald Trump is evil and they need to destroy him. They have a moral obligation to prevent him from becoming president, and that Hillary Clinton, whatever her faults, must be elected, and so they are sucking up to her as assiduously as they can. Can they cover the White House once this is all over, now that they have shown their cards?
Well, I'm sorry. When did being unbiased ever become a problem with these people covering a White House? They've never been able to cover a White House. I mean, the standards. Think about 8 years ago when President Obama came in, and for about a year, everything Obama did we would sit here and say, oh my gosh, if George W. Bush had done this, the media would have gone nuts. And at some point, you just have to quit saying that and quit holding the press to to any sort of standard of fairness. And the truth of the matter is, while I think it's appalling that Hillary has not given a press conference, and the reason she doesn't is because so many of the scandals that she's embroiled in now are so complex. Only people who have covered her most closely would even understand the ins and outs of it. But honestly, do you actually think that they would grill her and elicit anything new out of her? I don't think they would.
No, well, that would be sexist, obviously. Let me just make a general observation. When you have a good thing going, you want it to continue. And so we're going to blow out this show and continue this panel when we come back after this commercial break. So please stay with us. We're also